Hello and welcome to Power Automate tutorials. Today we will learn how to build an AI model to automate the invoice process by using AI Builder. By using AI Builder, we can create custom AI models that suits our business needs. Now, I will explain you how to create an invoice in detail. Companies often receive invoices in large quantities and from a variety of sources such as mail, fax, email, or in person. Processing these documents and manually entering them into the database will take time. By using AI Builder, we can extract the text, key value pairs, and tables from the documents, and we can create workflows to automatically pipe the information into our database. In this invoice process, we will do in 5 simple steps. First step, we will create an AI model based on our business need to process these documents. Second, train and publish the model. Third one, create a flow for the sources to receive the invoice documents. Fourth one, use the AI model in our flows. And finally, we will store the data which we got it as part of the AI model. We'll store them in the respective data source in such a way Excel or the database. Now, as a first step, we will create an AI model for processing these invoice documents. How can we go ahead and do that? If you see on my screen, I have logged in into flow.microsoft.com. Over there, you will find AI Builder. First, we need to create an AI model for the invoice process, right? So that if you expand the AI builders, there you will find the option build. Click on that. There you will find already predefined or pre-built AI models based on your business needs, right? You can see category classification, entity extraction, form processing, object detection, and prediction. Over here, what we have to do, we have to process our invoices for the PDF documents. Let me show you an input over here before working with form processing. If you see on my screen, I'm having an invoice with the details of bill from, bill to, and the invoice number, invoice date. And you can see over here, I'm having the amount, total amount for my items. That you can see the total amount of the items. So from this document, I need to create an AI model that I can process all the documents and then I can enter the data into an Excel. Over here, I want to extract the invoice and the name to whom I have to bill to, and after that the total amount that I'm going to capture from the emails, and then I will store them in the Excel. This is how we're going to create a flow based on our AI model. Now, to process our invoice documents, we are going to select form processing. Select that. If you want to select that, you will see over here 3 tabs that we have. One is get started, examples, and the best practices. Once you will select the get started, it will ask the name of the AI model. So I'm going to give the name as AI invoice processing. And after that, you will see over here what you need to build this AI model or to create an AI model. You need at least 5 documents with the same layout, in the sense, whatever the invoice you have, all the documents should be in the same layout format. All right. And you see the examples over here, the example of the invoice that we have the date, and after that we have the billing to, and after that we have the items, right? The same way you are having all these are all the sample examples that what you have. And you can see the best practices, the group of documents with the same layout you required, and don't use the different layout documents while you are going to be collecting, while you are going to work with this form processing. Use the documents with primarily text, and don't use the documents with a lot of images or the checkbox. Don't use this kind of the documents while you are going to work with form processing. And you can see use simple documents, and after each document should be separated file. And these are all the best practices what you have. All right. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create an AI model with the name of AI invoice processing. Click on create button. Now if you see over here, I'm having steps over here. So each step I have to follow each and everything respectively. Now, first thing is that choose the information to extract. What kind of information you need to extract from the particular files? Now I will say first one is invoice number. This is the field which we are going to give it. Click on plus icon to add the field. Now I will give it the name. Name over here is to whom I am going to billing to. And then I'm going to click on add symbol again. And after that, I will give the amount. What is the total amount that I got it or billed to the particular customer which we have given the name. All right, let me click on plus again over here. If you see right now, I'm having fields and after that tables also. The tables is in previous state right now. I'm not going to discuss this one right away. Now, we have added all the fields right now. What are the fields that we are going to extract from the particular invoice? Now I'm going to click on next to add the collection of the documents. Now if you see over here, second step is that add collection of the documents for the AI model. Create a collection for each layout. Now if you see, I'm going to select a new collection over here. When I click on the new collection, it will ask to add the documents. I'm going to add the documents. At least we required 5 sample documents for each the collection. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the simple documents over here in the collection. Now when you click on the collection, it will ask add the documents. You can add the documents from the different sources. One is from your local computer or from the SharePoint or from the Azure Blob storage. So for the time being, what I will do, I will use upload from the local storage and I'm going to upload all the 5 documents over here. You can have different same layout documents or different documents that you can use it. Let me click on open. Over here, what is collection? Collection is a group of the documents that share the same type of layout. Okay, now if you see over here, I have uploaded all the 5 documents, right? Now click on upload 5 documents over here. Now what it will do, it will upload all these documents to train our model. All right. Now all the documents have been uploaded successfully. Click on close. Now if you see over here, we will get all the collection of 5 documents when you click on the collection. These are all the 5 documents which I have been uploaded. Now what I have to do, I have to analyze these documents. How can I go ahead and analyze these documents? So I'm going to click on analyze over here. The AI model will take a few minutes to analyze these documents, so that it will improve the performance of our model. So what it will do, it will it will train our model what kind of documents that we want to process. All right, now we have analyzed all the documents. Now I need to tag the documents right now. See, we have given the fields over here as invoice number, and after that we have given name, and after that the amount, right? These are all the 3 fields which we have, right? Invoice, name, and amount. I need to tag each and every field over here from the particular document. And now if you see over here, I want to collect the invoice number. Let me select that, and then just I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to select invoice number. And the second field is the name, right? So from where I'm going to get it, bill to, and I'm going to tag to the name. And third one, the amount. I'm going to select the total amount and I'm going to tag to the amount. This is the first document, right? In the same way, if you go to the next document, you can see over here, it will tries to analyze what are the fields that we have and it will tags automatically. You can see over here for the second document, I got it name and amount. Now it has not recognized for the invoice number, so that I will tag externally. And then I'm going to click on invoice. In the same way, third document, you can see over here, I'm having invoice numbers. I will tag all the documents over here one by one. Now I have tagged the documents. I have all what are the fields that I have. I have tagged each and every document by using tag documents. Now let me click on next. Now finally, what we will get it, we will get the model summary. We have created a model with the name of AI processing, and then you can see over here what is the data source from where we have uploaded the images from my device. that you can see the fields over here. These are the fields: invoice number, name, and amount. Now, once all the data has been gathered, like information to extract, adding the collection documents, tagging the documents, and finally we are going to train our model. How can we go ahead and we can train it? By clicking on train. Now, our model is training, so that it will take a little bit time to train our model. Now, if you see over here, our model is ready. Now go to the models, click on that. Now, what are the model AI model you have created? That model will comes under the models tab. You can see over here, my models over here. I'm having AI invoice processing. Right, this is our model. Now if you see the status over here, it is getting trained over here, it is getting training. So based on our documents, it is going to be training what kind of fields we need to extract and what is the data it has to extract from the particular documents. It will take a little bit time to get. This is our second step. We are going to train our model, and then once it has been completed, we need to publish this AI model. Now, our AI model with the name of AI invoice processing has been successfully trained. You can see the status over here, trained. Now, as a second step, I need to publish this model. How can I publish this model? You can click on AI invoice processing, the name of the invoice. First, if you see over here, the training document, what are the training document that you have, you can get it over here. So, and also you can see on the right hand side, we're having the selected fields, the invoice number, name, and amount, right? When you click on that, you can see the training document. You can find all the details over here. Okay, let me click on close. Now, this model will be used in two locations, one in Power Automate, as well as we can use this in Power Apps also. Okay, now that our model is working fine or not, how can we go ahead and we will note that? Now, let me go ahead and let me click on quick test over here. Now, by clicking on that, you have to upload a document or drag and drop an image over here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload from my device. And I'm going to select one more invoice which I'm having. Let me select the invoice process. And there, if you see over here for the quick test, it is going to be gathering the information or not. You can see it is going to be analyzing by AI model, that is AI invoice processing. And you can see over here, it has captured all the things. That is, one is invoice number, second one is the name, and the third one is the amount. You can see all the fields with the 100% confidence score, we got the data. Now, let me start over and then let me close it. Now, our model is ready to publish it. As a second step, we have to publish it, right? Click on publish button. Now, our model is ready to use it. Over here, you can see over here, use model. When you click on that, you can use it in your new app or new flow. I don't want to create from here. I will show you from the create button. I will show you how to create a flow from there. Now, our AI model is ready with the name of AI invoice processing. And also we have published the model. Now, at the third step, we'll create a flow from the different sources to receive the document, such as email. So how can we create a flow? I'm going to select create over here, and then I'm going to select instant cloud flow. And from there, I'm going to give the name as invoice process. Over here, what is the triggering point for us? So as the source that we are going to use as an email, right? So I'm going to select Gmail over here as my connectors for the triggering point. Now, when a new mail arrives, if it is having any kind of PDF documents with invoices, I'm going to process them by using our AI model. And then we will store inside our Excel. That is my agenda over here. Now, what I'm going to do, when a new mail arrives, I'm going to select that triggering action. And then you can see the label over here in my inbox. If I'm having any inbox from there, if it is having that mail having any attachment, I'm going to select yes, and including attachments also yes. In that case, now what I have to do, I have to process my AI model, right? That is the next step which I'm going to select. Now over there, our action is that AI builder. Now to process our documents, we are having forms, right? Form processing. Now you can see over here, process and save information from forms. These are the things which you are going to select as an action. Select that, and you can see the inputs over here, AI model. Select the published form processing model. Now, what is the name we have created as part of the AI invoice processing? That is the name AI invoice processing. Select that. And what is the form type? Inside that, we are having different types like PDF document, images with the JPEG, PNG, and even you can have custom values also. Right now, we are going to use PDF documents, and you can see the form over here. What is the form? What is the input for this? Now, if you see from the attachment content, what is this? If we got any emails with the attachments, that we need to take it as a form and then we will process it for the AI model. All right, I'm going to select attachments content. Now, this is my input for the AI model, right? So now it will go through the loop because of if we can have multiple documents or even we can have single document, we have to loop the number of times inside our emails, right? Now, once the mail has been received and then it is having invoices, what is the action that I need to do? Now you can see I'm having an Excel with the invoice data. Over there in my Excel, I'm having invoice number, name, and amount. I want to enter the data inside that when a new mail has been occurred, right? That is the action that I need to do that. That I'm going to select Excel online over here, and I'm going to select over here as add new row. That is add a row into the table. I'm going to select the location and the document library as OneDrive. And there, if you see the file over here, what is the file name that I have? I'm having invoice data. That is my file name. And if you see over here that I'm having the table with the table one, I'm going to select it. Now, once you have selected it, it will pop up with the three different fields. One is invoice number, name, and amount. I need to map what are the output that we got it from the AI model, that is process and save information from the forms. I need to fill the data inside the invoice process. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to map them. You can see over here from the invoice number, I got the invoice number value. I am going to map it. In the same way from the name, that is name value, and the amount, you can see over here the symbols, AI model symbols, that is amount value, you will get it. All right. Now, let me save my flow by clicking on save. Now, my flow is ready to test it. Click on test and I'm going to select manually and then I'm going to choose test option over here. You can see over here, to see it work now, send an email to your inbox. What I'm going to do from my mobile, I'm going to send invoice to the particular email which you have used. All right, now let me send it. Once the flow has received the email, so it will start analyzing the documents, and then you can see over here your flow is running over here. Now you can see a new mail has been arrived and it will apply each and every step over here. You can see over here I'm having 5 documents in that. In these 5 documents, it will take n number of seconds over here. For the first time, it will take a little bit more time to analyze and to process the data. By using process and save information from forms, it will extract the data from the particular invoices and then it will insert the new row into the particular table by using Excel actions. Now, the flow has been executed successfully and it has inserted the data into the Excel. Let me show you that the output. Let me go to the Excel on the invoice data. Now you can see I have uploaded 5 documents in a particular mail, that you can see the invoice number and the name of the customer and the amount. You can see all the data has been processed successfully by using AI model. In a such a way, if you are going to receive n number of invoices or large quantity of invoices, you can process them within span of time. I hope you understand how to create a new UI model and how to train and publish that UI model, and also we have seen how to create a flow by using these AI models. And after that, We have seen how to use them and how to store their respective data into an Excel as part of this tutorial. Thank you for watching Power Automate tutorials. If you have any queries related to this concept, please post them in the comment section. I will see you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Have a wonderful day.